Hold it, fellas. That don't move me. Let's get real going for a change.
It's time to get real gone on the Rockabilly and Blues Radio Hour. Here's your host, James Riley.
This is Jammin' James Riley on your favorite hour for great music and interviews. It's the Rockabilly and Blues Radio Hour. Now coming up, we begin episode 1 of 4 with guitar legend Dick Dale.
Quentin Tarantino came up, my bass player, while I was on stage, and he gave him a note. Said, "My name's Quentin Tarantino, I got to talk to Dick Dale." Well, he didn't know who Quentin Tarantino was, so he threw the note away.
Much more from Dick coming up in just a little bit. Also brand new tracks from the Sonics and Joe Bonamassa. Now let's kick it off with a group that will be at Rockabilly on the Route June 4th through the 7th in Tucumcari, New Mexico. From Japan, this is the Gretsch Brothers from their album Snake and Dragon with their cover of Buddy Holly's Crying, Waiting, Hoping on the Rockabilly and Blues Radio Hour.
Come back, I just can't see to get you off my mind. Crying, waiting, hoping you come back. You're the one I love, and I think about you all the time. Crying, my tears keep falling all night long. Useless, I know it's wrong to keep it crying, waiting, hoping you come back maybe someday soon. So you change it, you'll be mine. Alright. Falling all night long, waiting. It feels so useless, I know it's wrong to keep it crying, waiting, hoping you come back maybe someday soon. So you change it, you'll be mine. Crying, waiting, hoping you come back maybe someday soon. So you change it, you'll be mine. Changing, you'll be mine. Changing, you'll be crying, waiting, hoping.
Jackrabbit Slim from their album Sleazabilly and Lula May. Now, we've got so much ground to cover with guitar legend Dick Dale, so let's just get into it right now. From 1959, here's Ooh Wee Marie.
Hi, this is Dick Dale. Keep it tuned here for the Rockabilly and Blues Radio Hour with my man, Jammin' James Riley. Listen to the thunder.
Wanna hug you every morning, I wanna hug you every night. I don't ever wanna lay it to you, out of my sight. Ooh, wee Marie, well I like it the way you walk. Ooh, wee Marie, well I like it the way you talk. You got that certain something, so hard to explain. You got that cool and crazy look that's driving me insane. Ooh, Marie, well I like your pretty eyes. Ooh, Marie, well you're just my kind of size. If you could only love me the way that I love you, I'd say, ooh, Marie, you make my dreams come true. I wanna hug you in the morning, I wanna hug you every night. I never ever wanna lay up to you, well out of my sight. I wanna kiss you pretty baby, like we never kissed before. I wanna kiss and kiss you, more and more and more. Ooh, wee Marie, well I like your pretty smile. Ooh, wee Marie, you're just my kind of style. Oh, well, I'm crazy about you, baby. Be my steady date. I wish that I could call for you each Saturday at 8. Ooh, wee Marie, yeah, you look so cool and fine. Ooh, wee Marie, come on and say you'll be mine. Well, if you could only love me the way that I love you, I'd say, oh, wee Marie, you make my dreams come true.
Going back to the beginning, 1959, Ooh Wee Marie. Hey, for the next 4 episodes, we have guitar legend Dick Dale joining us. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's start with something that might be a little bit of a surprise to you. Now, when you think of Dick Dale, you think of the loud guitars. But you know, he fell in love with country music pretty early on, and it's something that continues to this day. Here's Dick Dale.
You could put all the music together, for instance, jazz, rock and roll, rhythm and blues, soul, all that kind of music, and put it all together in one side, and put country music in one side, and it would be 50-50. The difference between what I used to call, when I used to start strumming, back in before 1955, I was doing it when I was in 7th grade. I was giving country. I loved Hank Williams. In fact, I even tutored his daughter, Bet Williams, about how to perform on a stage because she would be nervous, so nervous when I had met her. And we were at a big showing in Las Vegas. And she goes, Dick, I just get so tied up when I get on the stage, and I just almost don't know what to do. And I told her, and I showed her how to do it, what to do, and I said, that's how you're going to address these people. I saw her a year later, and she came up and threw her arms around me and with tears and hugs, and she said, Dick, it works, you know. And I said, all I told her was, be truthful and look into their eyes. The eye is the window of your soul. Be truthful to them and play what they want to hear, not what you think they should hear. And that's the reason why people want to relate themselves to something that has been played. Why do you think country music is so powerful? It's because it relates to everybody's feelings and woes, W-O-E-S, that they have been through. Why'd you leave me today? You stomped on my heart and left that sucker flat. And I wrote songs like, it ain't right to argue because it hurts deep down inside. And everybody, when I was performing in Las Vegas, Reno, and Tahoe for 20-some-odd years, the guys would come up and sit in the chairs in front in the casino and say, "Hey, Dale, I want you to play that It Ain't Right to Fight song." You know, stuff like that. And because he's nudging his wife or his girlfriend, you know.
Sure.
And now see those words? It ain't right to argue because it hurts deep down inside. It ain't right to argue because, you know, you hurt our pride and stuff like that. Just come over here and just, you know, touch me on the shoulder or like that. You don't have to say I'm sorry. Just nudge me and give me a smile and stuff like that. And that was all the words and I'm going to release that one day. I'm going to do a record of all my country stuff and a mixture of everything. I played with all these people: Tex Ritter, Freddie Hart, Lefty Purcell. I mean, Tex Ritter gave me a double gun belt set. I used to do fast draw, and he had it all engraved and everything like that with an eagle on it. And Johnny Cash used to have Lana, when he came to Ocala in St. Pete, he used to have her sitting on his lap singing with him on the stage.
Oh, wow.
He wanted to adopt her. He wanted to adopt her because she was Cherokee.
Yeah.
And him and June, they just loved Lana. She was 7 years old.
Wow, that's amazing.
And he wouldn't let her out of his sight. And then, you know, country has been my life. And I was with Town Hall Party in 1955 in Compton, California. It was a country show, and that's where Johnny and Lefty Frizzell and, my Lord, Gene Autry, all these, the Collins kids.
Oh, sure.
And Larry Collins and Laurie. And Larry showed me one of my first licks and here he was being trained and taught by Joe Mathis. And I did a thing, Joe Mathis, on one of his records to honor him. They asked me to do it on one of his albums. And, of course, I did the last thing with Glen Campbell, because he used to play rhythm guitar, lead and rhythm guitar for me on my records at Capitol Records.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I had a little country thing that was on radio. It was called Dick Dale and his Rhythm Wranglers. I get it. So,
yeah.
Oh, my God. All the guys that I used to imitate and Ernest Tubb, you know, stuff like that. Lefty Frizzell, the Big 8-Wheeler coming down the track, having 211, all these guys that sang those songs. That's what I was in me, because I wanted to be a cowboy singer. And then I got on the country show, and then later on they found out I could play a trumpet, and they wanted me to play the trumpet because they had enough guitar country singers. So I left and went down to Balboa, and that's how I started at the Rendezvous Ballroom, playing on and blowing up the amplifiers for Leo Fender.
Yeah.
So because I gave it that rhythm, I used to call it rockabilly.
Yeah.
And that's when I just made up that name. And that name, they didn't call it that name back in the 40s. And so then I called it, and the first song I learned was the Tennessee Waltz. And then I go out, I did it in regular style, and then I'd go, I was waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee Waltz with a ding like that.
Yeah.
And the difference between country, Western music, and country music is Western music are songs, words about places. Oh, give me land, lots of land, and the starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Those kind of songs. Tumble and tumbleweeds. It's all about places.
Huh, yeah.
And Rick Allen, Roy Rogers, they would sing those kind of songs. And the other one, when you talk about the country music, was songs about people. Why did you leave me? The day I started loving you again. It's all about people.
Yeah.
And notice every one of them songs about breakups. And why did you leave me? I just loved I'm lying here with Linda on my mind. Songs like that.
Yeah.
That's why I wrote songs, is because country tunes, because every time I say